Hello and greetings, my fellow Longdarkians. Welcome to the Long Dark number 108. I'll call 37 hours later. So I've just pretty much fully recovered. I did do a charity marathon. Yeah, 37 hours straight of the Long Dark. Saved a lot of puppies. Actually, we saved about 9 puppies over the weekend. Yeah, I thought it was to give us another something back to charity there. Awesome experience. Yeah, this is the run I went through. That's what we'll be using to run through the playthrough. I started a little bit of a warm-up on Wednesday for a couple hours on Twitch. But then this is the accumulation of the run 37 hours later. Yeah, we're about 105 days. So we'll see we're in the dam here, which I used to finish off. And I'll have some clips up on YouTube of a little bit of the highlights, if you will. There's some really crazy stuff we got to talk about, but alright. Well, just not to spoil any of it, but we did end up facing down Fluffy at the end. Took care of him. Yeah, just continued a little bit of a curing here. It has just been, I cannot say enough what crazy enough it is. But actually, let's go check. I'm going to go check my journal first. Yeah, we'll go through some of the days. Yeah, we actually started out in Mystery Lake. You see, we slowly made our way out. Yeah, that's a wolf attack. I do believe that we kind of were Fluffy, and we actually did. He kind of seems to learn to heal over time. Because I actually got in a knife fight with him twice. Within the hour or so, and he came back. I was like, oh my god, he's unstoppable. That's something they added, at least to Stalker mode as far as I know. I don't really cover too much of the other modes. So we'll keep going. Yeah, pretty much made the way for everything. Spent a lot of time mapping out Timberwolf Mountain. You'll actually find I'll be working on updating the guide tonight on Steam. Yeah, we spent a lot of time. Then I went back to Pleasant. I actually, unfortunately, suffered an accidental bear molestation. Then contracted hypothermia. I almost met her end. We almost met her end. So we actually had to retreat to Pleasant Valley for a little bit. So I went and reclassed. That's actually when I accidentally ate raw bear meat. I accidentally ate raw bear meat. That was a little bit of a bad time. That's about 20 days or so. I think we did just hang out. It seems Coastal Highway was a little bit of a bad time. And we'll get into some more stats there. Yeah, I spent a couple weeks in Crumbling Highway as well. Just because I kind of went on a murder spree. And they actually did add a wolf, if you guys didn't know. They added a second wolf to Crumbling Highway. So I spent at least about 2 weeks out there. Which probably does not count as staying anywhere on your stats, though. I spent quite a way out there. Then I headed back to Timberwolf Mountain. And then when I got to the end of the run, I was heading out. I was heading back because I did want to do the Fluffy thing, so. We suffered some impairments on the way. Generally, some of my own after, playing for about hour 34. When I was in Pleasant Valley, I actually came a little bit, lost my entire sense of direction. Like, I could not understand Pleasant Valley map, apparently. Because originally I had tried to hightail it to the transition area from Pleasant Valley to Mystery Lake. Could not find it for the life of me. Ended up getting hypothermia. And then I tried to head back to the Timberwolf Mountain one because I had left some stuff in that abandoned little prepper's cache. Yeah, I couldn't find that either. I wandered around for about a good hour and a half. But finally, I took a break about hour 35 or so, hour 36. Got some fresh air, a couple minutes, and it all came back to me. And then I was fine then, but wow, it was quite something. Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, let's look at another thing at the new stats. I'm going to actually check all this out. Yeah, we just got 92 locations. I wasn't intentionally trying to, discover any of the world. Just kind of, venturing about. Yeah, but we got about 60% of the world. Funny though, I have spent, more than double my time asleep than I have been awaking. Because I did kind of hibernate when I was in Crumbling Highway because the simple fact that I ended up killing so much meat and I just really didn't feel like there was anything else to do. Yeah, but we have walked a lot more than I would normally do in a run. I've gone about 260 kilometers. Quite impressive. I think 86 wolf close encounters. That means they got really close, even if you were stealthing or you had to run. So that's quite a bit. Let's actually get into more detailed stats. Remember, it's going to be all retroactive. With any save games you still have right now, it won't be retroactive to anything you've done previously besides what's in your save game file. Yeah, you're not going to get totally updated to the back time you started playing, so. But pretty interesting stats here. Let's keep going down. Yeah, quite a bit of distressed pistol shots taken. I'll let you talk about this. I was thinking about doing a video on this, but I don't. It's kind of discovered an exploit over the weekend. I did tell Hinterland about it. Because they were in chat. I mean, better come clean, I guess. But another thing I will talk about regarding the distress pistol, aka the flare gun, is something that's currently, they will hotfix that out, but it's a really nice exploit. Oh, I gotta tell you. Keep going down here. Quite a few ankle sprains. Quite a few. Yeah, 52. One thing I did find interesting in these stats, 52 blizzards out of 105 days, so, you know, math-wise, it's about a blizzard every other day. So you can almost time it that way. Apologies, I kind of whacked the mic there for a second. As I said, still recovering a little bit from our 37-hour marathon. And one thing I do want to comment on, because it's a little funny to me. Yeah, I had put on apologies, it was a little short notice, a little promo for the charity marathon for the Long Dark. Which I find funny. Every time I do something now, I'm pretty sure it's Twitcher or a YouTuber that apparently has a dislike for me. I don't know why. Am I not so lovable? Yeah, but they hate everything. It's not funny because it's not the other stuff I do. It's only the Long Dark. It's the only stuff I do. Which they probably already hated this video already. But yeah, they hate a charity. How can you hate a charity marathon? It's for charity, which actually was nice. We had a great time during the charity marathon. I did a lot of giveaways. We saved a lot of puppies. It was an awesome experience. Definitely well worth the damage. But how do you hate a charity? I can't even comprehend. Sure, you dislike me. That's more understandable. But come on, really? Or maybe they hate the Long Dark. I don't know. I don't know how you could hate this game. Definitely one of my favorite games. You know, I do cover it quite a bit. I'm a little bit biased having a character and all that in the upcoming with the NPCs and the story mode and all that. I'm a little biased, full disclosure on that. Okay, we actually get back to, it's gonna be another blizzard, hopefully not, hopefully it's just fog. Hopefully it's just fog. We'll get back to actually surviving here. I know I'm about almost 10 minutes in the video and we haven't really, okay, it's fog. No problem, no problem. I wasn't planning to do a lot outside anyway, because we still got a little bit of recovering to do. But yeah, my clothes, I've taken a little bit of a beat down. I do need to repair my crafted clothes. Yeah, we don't have any deerskin pants yet because my deerskin boots have suffered some damage over the time. Yeah, that bear molestation I suffered. He actually didn't destroy any of my clothes, which they usually do. He brought them all down to like 10% though. I think the deerskin boots I had was at 16%. Which at that point, you're better off just scrapping it and getting your hide back because otherwise, it would take about 3 deer hides just to repair that up. So I didn't think it was worth it. You can craft deerskin boots with 2, but man, that was quite something. It's almost worth it to take the time and just scrap those boots again. Well, let's see. Well, actually, I'm gonna go get. Cause I've got to cook something. I think there are about 6 hours left. This will also talk about. Yeah, the hatchet and the whetstone and the sharpening skill. Yeah, whetstone is a finite resource. Though there is a way to keep surviving beyond that. I'm sure some of the veterans have already figured it out. Once your whetstones do go out, I mean, that's it for the hatchets. And you can spread that around for a while because there's quite a few hatchets and hunting knives throughout the game. But eventually you're going to have to make your way out. You might have to migrate every once in a while. I don't know if you'd really. It depends on your preference if you want to live out in Desolation Point. But being as that's the only forged location right now, to survive, you're going to have to make makeshift hatchets and hunting knives. So you're gonna spend a lot more time out there than you'd like. And a lot of people talking about, if it is all possible, maybe somewhere down the line, make at least maybe another location, because maybe everyone would prefer maybe a little something else. I don't mind traveling out there, but just it'd be nice to have a second option. Okay, I've got some leftover venison from the deer outside. If you want to grab that, head back. After I cook this up, maybe make a little bit of water, I'm not really sure. Maybe I won't. I do plan to go back to Timberwolf Mountain. Let me make that a little lighter for you guys in here, because that's really dark. Even if you brought it up in the video, it's not quite as much as you'd like. I'm gonna say we don't have a lot of fuel left in that. Okay, yeah, right for the end of the stream, just might make a little bit of water. That is Fluffy's pelt going right there. But alright, you guys have been waiting patiently, so I will talk about the flare exploit. You see, if anybody was aware during the marathon, they're enjoying this quite a bit now. Actually, I only have one shell left in the chamber. Because, actually, every once in a while, this does work for quite a while. As you can see, the flare gun goes off once percentage point for every pistol shot I fire. So I've already shot about 18 flares. No way to repair that, actually. There's no way to repair that. All I can do is unload it. But yeah, actually, if you do flare, and I'm not sure if this is entirely intended or unintended, because I thought the main thing of this was just a scare. But I have killed a literal crap ton of things with this. I have killed, I've killed a bear. I did think I did bleed out a bear, and I didn't get an insta-kill on a bear with this. Yeah, but I have insta-killed quite a number of wolves. Same would work with deer right now, and bunnies. If you really are just that cruel person. Yeah, but the trick is, you're going to need to be close to an interior location for this to work. Okay, now the trick for this to work is to actually be close to an interior building, which kind of makes it a little difficult when you're out in Timberwolf Mountain. If you do want to abuse this exploit before it gets out, I would advise going to one of the other maps, because it'll be much easier to get. You gotta get inside an interior. It did seem that the mountaineering hut did work for this. Also the cave. If you go in and out of an interior type building, the shell actually resets. It'll come across as 0 condition. The shell will say 0 condition, but you can't pick it up and put it back into the flare, and you can shoot it again. Pretty much infinitely, unless it glitches out. I've had that a couple of times. I could not get the flare back. One time I actually shot it into a wolf. Yeah, I did not get that one back. And there's another direction we shot it into, which I will just let that video speak for itself. Yeah, oy vey. Yeah, but if you keep that up, you find the flare gun on top of the summit. I do have a video that you can check out how to get to and from the summit. It's actually, after a couple times I've done it, it'll take about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, it's a bit of a track. You want to make sure you're not fatigued when you get up there, because you got one big climb at the end. You're actually going to need to rest up a little bit. In between, there's ledges on the side, so you want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to cook this up real quick and keep talking. See what I got on me. I'll use the wood one. Now, my fire starting skill is about maxed out, as you would assume in a 37-hour marathon. I'm gotten pretty good at that. Then I'll actually look at my sharpening skill and show you I haven't really done much with the cleaning skill, because I actually did have quite a nice rifle at the beginning. And if it only goes down 1% a shot, it really does not take too long at that. Okay, there we go. So let's get that cooked up. Quite a great time in the marathon. Quite a great time. Did a lot of good. Learned a lot about the map. I'll be putting that up in the update guide tonight. Okay, put that away. Yeah, I think I've caused enough havoc with that. Yeah, Hinterland, very own Patrick. Yeah, he was kind of speechless. One thing that happened during the marathon. I'll leave that up on the clip, but I don't even want to talk about it. And this involved the Fluffy Showdown. It was something. It was just, wow. Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit of water. How much time do I, still don't know because it is foggy outside. But I'll get about 2 liters out of this. We're doing quite okay on the water. I'm probably gonna leave some of this here and take off again. So look, I dumped the majority of the supplies up in that abandoned Prepper's cache in Pleasant Valley, right before the Timberwolf Mountain one. I did leave that because I wanted to get down with this Fluffy showdown. Okay. We could probably still get about half an hour out of that one. Yeah, so enjoy that flare exploit while we can, guys, because that is on the way out. It's not so many of those things you discover when you play that long. It's quite interesting, quite a bit of fun. About 1 hour daylight left. I'm gonna throw that. So let's see, 71%. I also check the integrity of the bedroll because I think I did find it really odd. I was out in a crumbling highway and I had my bedroll about 60%. And I'd actually repaired it. It was down at like 37%. I'd repaired it a little bit to get it up to 64%. And I swear I only spent a couple weeks out in crumbling highway. Bedroll ruined. I'm like, I don't know if bedroll stats have changed, but I don't know if I'd have a bedroll decay in 2 weeks inside a basement indoors. It just seemed a little odd to me. A little odd to me. Yeah, I have avoided trying to touch as much stuff as I could, but like I said, the last couple of hours of the marathon, I was pretty much fighting myself. It was a struggle. Actually, is that enough? That would be just enough. But overall, I want to say with the changes, a lot of my basic strategies, not much tweaking you had to do. A little bit of adjustment, but I'm still just fine. Pretty dang unkillable, I gotta say. Okay, so let's eat up. I want to check out what this bedroll is in the. Well, we can pick it up now and we'll see. Okay. About 74%. It's actually okay. Maybe just the abandoned Harris home is a little funky then, because that bedroll severely decayed. I don't. You know, tell you, 74 is about the same as I had it the other day. So. Okay, well, I'm gonna rest an hour. In the morning, we'll see where our weight is at for taking everything out of here, and I want to get back. We'll get back out to the Pleasant Valley Timberwolf area. Survival wise, I know a lot of players, especially the outdoor challengers, like Kamota, Curlman Pockets. They're to do all outdoors only. They'll spice the game up a little bit. You're going to only want to stay on that map. I know Ooglan is also a big player on that outdoor map. Yeah, you don't want to do anywhere else if you want to do the strictly outdoor. It's a fun map, though. It's a fun map. If you do spawn in Stalker, the key is... It's not really a problem. The key is you just got to know where everything's at. If you don't know where everything's at on the map, it's going to take you a couple times to get that down, figure it out. But once you get the map down, it doesn't take a long time to learn the map. It's bigger than it looks. It's bigger than it looks. Majority of it is around just the mountain itself. Okay. It won't be quite 100%, but as long as I'm within the 90th percentile, I'm okay. Yeah, 98. That's still pretty dang good. Okay. Weight-wise, we are at about 26. Oof. It's a lot of little things I'm carrying together. Oh, I didn't even cure that. That's my bad. So then the 37 hours, it was kind of a blur. Okay, let's pick up the fresh wolf pelt. The guts, I'd almost leave here for now. I do know I have a bunch of guts up in the Pleasant Valley area, so it's not like a big deal. Water-wise, how are we? 3 liters. I'm going to leave that for now. The bedroll, I might as well leave you here too. So I might want to container that just because I'm a little paranoid about leaving it out. Since we had that, let's say fiasco, but the problem's that crumbling highway. Which I was just I was gonna spend another week just camping out there and hibernating with the meat, but unfortunately, yeah, it just completely. The reason I went down the crumbling highway was I want to check out to see if there was any changes at the forge, and there's been a couple little additions in the maps as well. Actually, we'll find a really awesome archery target out by the Red Barn in Pleasant Valley, out there. Kind of neat when I found it. I was like, ooh, it's got a couple arrows in it too as well. And a broken arrow on the bottom. Okay. Get your hide with me. What can I drop? What can I drop that won't? Well, I'm leaving that. So yeah, 5%. I slept through the night and 5%. Seems, I don't know, I'm all for making things in this game harder, you guys know me. But that seems a little excessive to me. I mean, if we're all doing all the other stats realistically, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to keep everything I've got. Not leaving the rifle. I mean, I guess I could, though. I can come back for that later. It does need a little bit of cleaning. I think I did go on quite a bit of a shooting spree. So we'll leave that for now. You guys know I don't need a rifle, so. Pretty good at running away, but I would like to keep track of the meat. I would advise, yeah, we were discussing one of the things during the marathon. Yeah, bears, it's not really worth it to kill and hibernate down anymore. Yeah, we used to be the strategy, kill a bear once a month. Kill a bear once a month and then, you know, just live off that. Well, with food poisoning be the way it is, once you get down to near the end of that month, once you get under, like, you know, even 50%, it gets a lot worse. The chances of, you know, food poisoning keep skyrocketing. So really, I discovered in the end, really not worth it. Small kills, keep it fresh. I had to put a little bit more work into it, but I would just kill the first 2 bears for the hide so you can get that bedroll. But other than that, I would not do it. Try to save that fuel. I think I actually do have. Oh, I don't? Oh, I thought I did. That's alright. Not a big deal, not a big deal. I'm gonna try to avoid touching anything here, though. Would like to make this. I've gotten pretty jazzed up about the game again, so I would like to make this a long run if we can. I'm actually just doing a little bit of a trick here, just so I don't get lost, but I'm not actually going to use the lantern. Just the flickering. You can't get through most places doing that without actually using any lantern fuel. A little bit of a trick I picked up all along the way. The thing is, I was trying to get, I think I'm at like 983, 984 on Steam hours. Though I did forget that all my time covering the game before it actually went on to early access on Steam did not actually count. So I probably actually have 1,100 something hours, if not more. Yeah, definitely I had quite a few hours. I had quite a few episodes before this even came out. I was covering it since version 0.65. So it's been quite a while. Really looking forward to story mode. Yeah, being able to switch between 2 playable characters. It's going to be, looks like, first season going to be 12 hours, which I think is 12 hours of gameplay, pretty decent. Although I probably will steamroll past it. There's going to be about 15 to 30% of new stuff in the maps that aren't covered. You'll be in new areas that aren't covered in the sandbox map. That's going to be new exclusive, so even hardcore players are going to have something new to look forward for. But I am pretty sure I am going to steamroll through that. I'm pretty sure they won't have Stalker difficulty. It's going to be kind of like an average in the middle, maybe Voyager. But I'm pretty sure I'll have no problem. Well, alright. This is... We used to name him Fred out here. This is actually Fluffy's cousin. I really don't want to have to do this. I'm kidding, I kind of do, but... And different isn't really a great app. They do fix it being able to kill things, but I found close quarters wolf. I've actually been able to take out a wolf that was right before it was going to jump on me. Which with the rifle, you're not going to be able to get swinging around, get that done that fast. I think he's not actually going to be able to get me. He's forgotten about me. I'm going to stealth away a little bit. I can hear him on my top act right. We'll just gently ran away, brave, brave Sir Robin. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, so what are all my impressions of the Timberwolf Mountain update? Pretty good. About one of the biggest updates they've had in the game. Though, you know, I'm kind of already... I burned through all the content. But that's, you know, pretty good considering I did it all in one shot. I probably played about 70 hours this week, because that's my job to cover it for you so you don't have to work so hard. Yeah, that's not normal gameplay. I wouldn't normally do something like that. Okay. Oh, we're far enough away now. I can save that. Like I said, the flare glitch works pretty well, but occasionally you do lose that shell. You have lost 6 of them. Because when I figured out that trick, I did kind of go a little crazy. I went a little crazy. Put it mildly. It's off to the right. Yeah, this is actually a really awesome transition area. I do not get out here enough. It actually wouldn't be a bad place to hang out, actually. I mean, it's got rabbits. You could actually live in the cave in here. You could actually live in the dam, come out here every once in a while. I mean, it would be okay. The game become more of your preference of where you want to be. So I do stress for the easiest time, Pleasant Valley Farmstead. There is something else we want to talk about at Pleasant Valley Farmstead. They've actually moved the rabbit snares, the rabbit's location. It's actually going to be north of the farmstead is going to be your next closest. It's not quite as close as it was. Instead of that, you know, right next to the patio, really easy, not too far in the grass there. They've actually moved. There's no rabbits out there, you'll notice. There's no more rabbits out there. It's actually a little further north. A little bit of a walk. It's not too bad, though. It's not too bad. If you do want to do that. I've not had really good luck lately with the snares. Okay. I'll probably spend the majority of today figuring out what happened during that run, because, yeah, it's kind of all a bit of a blur. But you gotta get up pretty impressive 37 hours in a row, 105 days, no death on Stalker. I mean, that's... And I didn't hibernate, because hibernating is kind of boring for the most part. I didn't hibernate. You gotta keep the crowd entertained. So I did pretty much keep on the move. Yeah, I would like to see Stalker become a bit more difficult, because especially in Stalker now, they've really raised the survival level again. Because the amount of supplies in those cargo containers, I gotta say, I opened them all up. There's different ones. Make sure we're gonna have a hacksaw there. There's a couple hacksaws in Timberwolf Mountain. I'll make sure you take a pretty decent one with you. Well, I can grab that just in case. I will always take free firewood. We'll leave the body though. Like I said, we're gonna go for a long run. I gotta avoid touching stuff. Yeah, but the amount of loot in there was just astronomical. The supplies. I think I ended up with like a dozen MREs. 2 rifles, about 30 bullets, an insane amount of medical supplies, just 2 cargo containers full of clothes. It was quite a bit. It was quite a bit. The problem was when you throw all that loot into the game, that upsets the balance. I mean, they did have to make the game a little bit tougher, but I think for a guy like me, not really much of an adjustment. I'm one of the more hardcore players. It really not much of an adjustment. So that's going to extend survival time even more. Yeah, you can actually wait till your run to get about done. Then you go out, get some cargo containers, and bango, you're like new. Oh, wow. Oh, and I almost died of my own stupidity. No, I've actually fallen off that before. Well, at least we didn't break a nail. Or sprain an ankle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are playing as Miss Hale. It's going to be Dr. Astrid Greenwood in story mode. Yeah, I did actually tweet her, and she liked that. I did tweet her that she survived 37 hours during the marathon, because I was kind of worried near the end. I almost died due to some stupidity. Yeah, I almost died due to some stupidity. I'm like, oh my god, she's going to hear about it. I'm going to be in so much trouble. You really don't need too much. I can actually do this without the lantern. You just got to make sure you swing your camera point around, keep it on focus. We'll see if I can do it again. And not have to resort to that. Because you kind of just go, you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I just kind of shake my head left and right. You want to save on the lantern fuel. Okay, we are back in Pleasant Valley. Oh my, I'm glad to be back. Yeah, that's probably about the easiest map. I should say, if you do want to do it in Stalker. Easiest map for survival, definitely. Less wolf population. Easy to get supplies. Farmstead is a great base. Yeah, pretty much nothing to do but just sit out here and grow old. Yeah, Timberwolf is a fun little diversion. I do like it more than Desolation Point. Desolation Point's okay, but it's like nice to visit, but I'm like, it doesn't hold a ton of interest to me. I'm always on the next horizon. That's what I'm always... The next map. That's what I want to say. We're not going to kind of cross north here. I won't make this an uber long video because I've, a lot of work to catch up with. Especially how far behind you are in business when you stream for 37 hours straight, but... Otherwise, apologies. I've been quiet the last day or so because, yeah, it took me half the day just to actually get back up. It's pretty bad. Also, strangely, I did not lose my voice during talking through 37 hours straight. And they didn't introduce rope gameplay elements into Timberwolf Mountain, but that is the only place they have that. Interesting little thing. Though I do know it's not possible. I would like to see that added to some of the other maps, maybe around later. I mean, I doubt we're going to be able to get a grappling hook and just toss it up and be able to climb. But maybe a couple other spots, like over here at the falls, where I could just, other than getting the stuff up at Timberfall, rope taking with you does make it a little bit easier on the way back down. The one in the mountaineering hut. I think I'm going to advise until hotfix comes out. I had a lot of crash problems in mountaineering hut. It's one of the reasons I stayed out of there. Because it had to do with the hatch. The hatch, really. The container drawers. I don't know if it was the items I had in there or a certain combination, but something would always go wrong, and I crashed quite a few times. Which is unfortunate, because there's not a lot of times you save out there, because other than sleeping in the bed, you're not going inside an interior building all the time or anything, so it doesn't save a lot. So you can lose a lot of progress, which kind of the main reason I stayed out of there, which I might stay out of there until I see a hotfix fixing that. There's going to be more hotfixes this week, I'm sure. They just want to try to round those all up. And get as many as you can, and instead of having to do patch, 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 you know. But I do expect a hot fix this week. Up to back to the house. But I will slowly make my way back up to Timberwolf Mountain. I just really want to wait till that bugginess is out of there. Other than that, it was quite an excellent map. I did enjoy the puzzle of figuring out how to get up the summit. This is kind of disorienting because you got to kind of go up and down and up, and it's like, who designed this, really? Let's head up here. Base temp -6. Yeah, our clothes are doing okay, but they could. Yeah, the wolfskin coat's taking a majority of the damage. It's more of the fact of me running around in a blizzard for like 2-something hours like an idiot. I had no idea where I was. I will take the wood though. I can always use feathers. I need to actually craft some more arrows when I do get the time. Plenty of stuff for it. I just didn't take the time. I keep people entertained, so. Hit the left of the bridge. We'll head up Pleasant Valley Farmstead, which I'll probably wrap it up, as it were. And definitely a special thank you to everybody that donated throughout the weekend. And if you could, just lend me your support via retweeting and all that. Just hanging out. Yeah, you guys kept me going for that 37 hours. Yeah, because it's just been channel funding. I don't know if I would have made it that far, but it was for good. I was for charity, so I was not giving up. I probably should have got. I had the feeling like I could have gone more, but I'm like, you know what? I think we'd just end at a high note. Kind of glad I did. I actually didn't feel at all bad when I got done with the 37 hours. It was when I woke up that I felt horrible. It was just unbelievable. I slept about 10 hours. Then got up and it was just like the end of the world. I spent half the day trying to get up, and then I slept a couple more hours. So wait, we should probably keep clear. I'm already pretty full. Home sweet home again. Yeah, Chester still does come by right by the patio door if you do want to kill him. But like I said, the meat, 30 kilograms, it's really tough to keep unless you're like double eating. Like if you do that, I would recommend just eating 2 pieces a day. I mean, really just stuff yourself. Because otherwise you're not going to be able to keep up. I usually just eat 1 piece a day, but you can't keep it good long enough. There's just no way, right, at this current moment in the game. Okay, so let's head inside. Oh, it's nice to be back. Within the next episode, I will revisit the abandoned Prepper's Cache. Get our supplies and head back out to Timberwolf Mountain, because I know everybody's always anxious to check out survival in the new map, so I'll be heading out there. Oh, okay. Okay. Actually, I really haven't even looted half of this. I kind of only really stopped over. I think I did take some wood, though. There was a reason we needed the tables. I don't remember why. I don't remember why. Is there anything left in here? No, I had some bear meat going bad, but I kind of just left it. I'm like, I'm not eating that. It was at like 8%. I'm like, no. I'd rather just anymore eat fresh or don't eat at all. Alright, guys, so I'm going to leave off here. I'm about 106 days into the run. I do plan on a very long run this time. Barring I can make up for all the mistakes I probably made during the marathon. But I'm probably sure I can probably correct that. So at least want to top the old record of 400, I think it's 43 days. Yeah, at least do better than that. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe as always. And I will see you in our next video.
I should go.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff.
Spit it out. Or are you trying to build suspense?
What can I do for you?